A sure foundation in the time of crisis. First, I want to give all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honor to the apostles, Elder Bishop, the Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to you fellow brothers pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. And man, we are in some real unrocky times. You know, we are in some uncertain times for these people, not us. Okay, we know for sure, we know for certain the different things that are getting ready to transpire on the earth. Okay, and I've just been kind of meditating on this. Today I haven't been able to get the video done, so now the Spirit's want me to do the video. I have some time to do the video, and today woke up to, you know, accounts of, you know, down, not the electrical grid, but computer systems, down computer systems worldwide, a worldwide outage. I'm pretty sure, I'm almost certain that you've already heard about this. You know, I was watching videos from apostles, different elders, different bishops, you know, that reported on this. Saw, you know, brothers sent something on the thread. It's not really affecting us out this way. The most I can say is, you know, at the Whole Foods, at the self checkout, you know, it was loading longer. It took, you know, instead of taking 5 seconds, it was taking like 15, 20 seconds. But I don't know if that can have anything to do with anything, okay? But it just shows you, the fragility. That's a word being thrown around nowadays amongst these talking heads, amongst you know, these alternative media, and even these news anchors. They've been given a script. The fragility, basically the fragileness of this economy, of all the world economy, because everything is interconnected and systems are down. Flights are being affected. You know, news outlets are being affected. Banks, ATMs, certain ATMs are down. You know, give me a second. ATMs are down. They're just, you know, certain systems are down worldwide. And that just shows you the unrocky times that we're in, where these things can happen suddenly. You know, and what I was thinking about was some scriptures came to mind while, you know, because one day you can go to sleep and it's all good, and the next day it could be total all out chaos. You know, life could stop, if you will. Just like the whole scandemic thing. I always tell this story. Me and a brother, we was out camping. We was in the woods for like 4 days, and we came back and everything was shut down. We didn't know. You know, we didn't have any service. Okay, so it's that just shows you how fragile things are and how serious-minded we must be in these times. Okay, and as I was thinking about that, you know, kind of meditating, you know, Spirit was hitting me. I was like, man, I want to do a couple of videos just on this topic, kind of use that as a springboard. And I was thinking about a foundation when the floods come. How we built our rock on a sure foundation. Let me get that. It's in Isaiah. Okay, on a sure foundation. That's Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, the scriptures also say wisdom and knowledge. We'll get that. I don't want to make this long, so I'm just going to hit these scriptures and we're going to be in and out, Lord's will. Isaiah 28:16. It says, therefore, thus said the Lord power, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone. Okay, what is that stone talking about? That's talking about Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is that chief cornerstone. And we are also precious stones as well, tightly fitted together to make the Lord's building. Okay. A tried stone, right? This stone has been tried. This stone has been tested. And that stone, Yahweh Shai, has passed that test and has laid down the foundation for us to be able to overcome, okay, these trials. And we're getting ready to come to a very big trial, because a grid down scenario, that's going to cause nothing but chaos. It's going to shut down all these grids. You go into the grocery store, that's going to be non-existent. Okay, you getting on social media to find out what's going on, that's going to be non-existent. You playing video games, that's going to be non-existent. You're going to be hit with the reality of things. It's going to be total chaos. Okay, and the only thing that's going to keep you level-headed during that time and the ability not to make any rash decisions, okay, is going to be that sure foundation, the belief in Yahweh Yahushai. Because all other individuals, they're going to bug the hell out. And you're going to see is the fear is going to come upon them. And then ultimately, what is that going to do? That's going to drive them into taking the RF you already know. A tri-stone, a precious cornerstone. Right? Yahushai is that cornerstone. A sure foundation. Okay, this is sure. Okay. He that believeth shall not make haste. Right. Because in the time of judgment, you're not going to make haste. In the time of temptation, you're not going to make haste. Meaning, when Esau comes in with these draconian measures, okay, namely the MOTB, okay, and he says because this and that happened, we need you to do this, okay. You're going to have individuals that say that they're Israelites, okay, say that they believe, even call on the name. We read Matthew the 7th chapter. We're going to go there, Lord's will too. Call on the name, profess and confess that they know of Yahushua and they're following after Yahushua, but them trials, that tribulation, those afflictions, that test is going to be too hot. Okay. And hey, even Yahushua, when he was getting ready to go through his darkest hour, right? He started to sweat blood. He prayed the Father 3 times to pull, if there was another way. And there is no other way. We must go through this straight gate. So this is why the scriptures talk about arm yourself likewise with this same mind. Okay, arm your mind, gear up your mind, your heart with the same heart of Yahushua. And the different things that he had to go through, we're going to go through similar things. We're going to be tested. We're going to be tried. And all these things that are happening, all this chaos, all this fragileness in this in this world, we've been told, we've already been given a heads up. So when these things actually come, you're going to see people freak the hell out, man. They're going to freak the hell out. They're going to turn to violence. 2nd Ezra, the 15th chapter. Let's get that real quick. Let me go there. Okay, we are in these times. Okay, and these cyber attacks, whatever it may be, grid down scenarios, cyber attacks, EMP, whatever it may be, we know all this is going to lead into one thing or another, which is going to lead to the MOTB. It's going to lead first to central bank digital currencies. Okay, banks are going to be closed down. You're not going to be able to, the Fed is going to have to come in, the government's going to have to come in and push out new emergency measures. Okay, because of this chaos, and people going to lose it because you're going to get the short end of the stick. Okay, if you have something in this world, you're going to get the short end of the stick. You should own nothing and be happy. And we're not going to leave leave here with nothing. The Lord told us that they will cast us out of our house, take our goods. This is why we are not supposed to put our mind, our heart onto these things that are down here on earth. It will clothes, shoes, the different apparel, the different comforts, pizza and chicken and Netflix and having these jobs. Okay, the scriptures talk about how we're going to be as pilgrims. And the only thing that's going to get us through this chaotic time is that sure foundation. Is you building your house upon that rock, that bedrock. And we'll get that, Lord's will, okay? Let me get this. I'm going to go straight to the point. 2 Ezra 15 and 16, it says, no, let me read 15 and 15. For the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another. Well, you have this conflict, this division between the right and the left. Now they can pull something to where, there was already an assassination attempt on Trump. They can suspend elections. They can do whatever to where it's going to incite the right and the left to fight against each other. Okay, that's on the books. Okay, this is not something that's imaginary. even these people are actually prepping for it. Esau is actually prepping for this. Okay, so what are you so-called blacks, man, Native Americans are doing? A lot of you are playing games. A lot of you don't actually have that mustard seed of belief. Okay. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor the princes in the course of their actions. So stand in the power. It's going to be total all-out chaos. You got a grid down scenario for several days. They said if the grid goes down, if these computer systems go down, it's going to cost these economies $80 billion. And they didn't put a time frame on that. That can be daily. Okay, you know the amount of loss. Well, in cybersecurity, okay, if a company gets hit with a ransomware attack where they take over their system and they say, hey, you need to pay me this amount of money if you want to get the system back online, right? Either they can pay the ransom, which is going to be millions of dollars, or they can try to fight it and get the system back on. But all that time lost, not only time lost, money lost, but also consumer confidence is lost. That costs billions of dollars a year, okay, in losses, all right, from these companies in these cyber attacks. Billions of dollars. So a whole economy, the whole world gets shut down. Okay. So these are these troubling times that we're in. Let me continue. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. That will give them excuse to put up barricades, put up curfews, put up roadblocks. Now allow you to go freely because there's too much chaos. We need to know where everybody is. Okay, we need a digital ID. We need a digital ID so now we can verify without a shadow of a doubt, undoubtedly verify who each individual is. And then ultimately that technology is going to go under your skin. Okay, so they know for sure because you can fake digital things. But you can't fake it being inside your body. Okay, that's CHIP. This is where everything is moving towards. And we know that the wicked elite, they're orchestrating these things on the left-hand side. That's without a shadow of a doubt. But really, who is this? Who's doing this? This is the Heavenly Father. He is causing all this chaos in order to ultimately bring in his order, which is the kingdom of heaven. Okay, so we understand that he showed up his words unto his seekers, the prophets. So when that flood comes, we're stable. Our minds are stable. We're not wavering. We're not gonna make haste in the time of trouble. We're gonna sit. We're gonna be quiet. Okay. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Right, because there's gonna be too much going on. So here it is. You just had the attempt on Trump's life, right? Then a week later, not even a week later, or a week later, actual week later, you have a system grid scenario, system down scenario where you have airports, stopping their flights. You got hella delays. It's not totally delaying everything. You still have systems going. It only affected Microsoft. Okay, in Microsoft systems. Okay, so if it affects, you have two other major systems. You have Android. It's not Android. It's actually called Linux, which Android runs off Linux platform. So you have a Linux-based system where you have a lot of servers that are based upon Linux. You have a lot of systems, computer systems that are based upon Linux computer systems, which is a little less unknown than the major Microsoft and OS, which is Apple. If all those systems get hit, everything's done. So this is why men are going to be going house to house, having no pity on each other, killing. I think I jumped the gun. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their house. This is the point I wanted to get, but everything was good. But shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. So this is all going to culminate into great tribulation. Okay, how do you get food to these grocery stores? How do you get food from one part of the earth to another part of the earth? Okay, It's all through computer systems. Everything is done shipping and receiving. You got what do they call those companies? Forget what they call it. It's like shipping and receiving. Okay, it's at the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember. But let me just go. If it comes back, it comes back. Let me go to Matthew 7. Okay, Matthew 7 and 24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, I will then liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. See, that's sure foundation to believe in Yahushua, man. Okay, and the Yahushua said, if you love me, keep my commandments. The commandments of Yahushua, that goes into loving your brother. You have individuals that go out and they'll do the work, but when it comes to actually fulfilling the simple commandment of love thy neighbor as thyself, this cannot be implemented. So if you read up, this is why one of the reasons why Yahushua said, I never knew you, because you're gonna have certain individuals that are gonna say, Lord, Lord, Yahushua, have we not prophesied in your name? Have we not cast out demons? Well, Judas Iscariot, he cast out demons. He had power. He had power to raise the dead. He had power to cleanse lepers. So you might taste of the power, but that doesn't mean that Saul tasted of the power. Saul killed his thousands. But ultimately, what? The Most High, he took that spirit off of Saul. Okay. Right? It says, therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them, so you have to be a doer of the word, as it speaks about in James, I will then liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock, and the rain descended, and the floods came. And this is all coinciding with the floods. All this chaos basically bubbling up, getting mixed up, confusing the people. And then ultimately it's going to come in like a thief in the night. And the winds blew and beat upon that house, and it fell not, for it was founded upon that rock. And the house is allegorically, symbolically speaking of a man's faith. Okay. In the different, those fiery darts that are coming, like a house that's built, right? The Yahushua is likening your faith to a house that was built upon a nice shore foundation, a rock, the bedrock. When you build a house, the first thing you have to do is you have to establish it on a good foundation, because you might be able to get it up, but what happens when there's a tumultuous wind? What happens when there's a flood? What happens when there's, basically climate, what do they call it? Climate catastrophes, whatever hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, all that. You see what I'm saying? So those who built their house upon Yahushua, the belief in Yahushua, and the discipline that comes with that, right? He's likening you unto your faith. When all this shit start coming down, you're going to be sure. You're going to be, the Most High is going to keep you. Okay, like it speaks about in Revelation 3:10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them. Okay? And that word keep there is tereo, which means to attend to carefully. The Most High is going to make sure you're good. Okay? And everything starts in the mind. It's a spiritual battle. Okay? Verse 26, and everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not, so the 2/3, okay, shall be likened unto a foolish man. You're really foolish, because here it is. All these signs are here. It's back to back. It's literally, we're in a time of back to back. Well, the World Economic Forum, they spoke about this. The year of polycrisis. Okay, poly means many. Okay, so many crises. Food crisis, housing crisis, grid down scenario crisis, cyber attack crisis, World War III crisis, Civil War crisis, famine crisis. the government coming down crisis, so-called UFO crisis, all these crazy ass things going on, man. But Jake still can't get it because the Most High blinded their eyes. They're addicted to these chemical foods. Their mind is on the flesh. They're going to college, whatever the hell. They want to be a podcaster. They want to be a content creator. Right? And their mind is not geared towards the work of Yahushua. Yahushua gave us all a task to do. Okay? And certain men, they don't want to follow that task. So when that wind comes, let's continue. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the wind blew and beat upon that house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. So these things are getting ready to come down upon. We're experiencing these things, and the Most High, he's giving you ample time. Okay, seek ye the Lord while he may be found. The gates of mercy are still here, but when the gates of mercy are closed, there's nothing that we can do, and we're hoping to receive the gates of mercy. And let me just end off here. Isaiah. Right? Isaiah 33 and 6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability. See, stable. Okay, stable in the midst of chaos. I want to say I did a lesson like that a couple years back. Stable in the midst of chaos. Mind geared towards what you need to do in the midst of chaos, not uncertain. And we're gonna be tested to the very point of almost being overthrown, our faith being overthrown, but the Most High is going to come in. The righteous shall scarcely be saved. That's how detrimental it's going to be for a lot of us. Okay, but if you are the elect, the Most High, none of the elect will be lost. Right? The Most High is sipping the house of Israel. Okay, and strength of salvation, the fear of the Lord is his treasure. Okay, so I'm gonna end it there. Who has a sure foundation in these times? These people are completely. You just look at these people; they're completely done. They're ready for the taking. So until then, shalom to the elect.